Hi folks, and thank you for joining us for today's session on an overview of CRGroup Solutions for Dynamics. My name is John Smith and I'm Director of Enterprise Business Solutions here. I have worked with the organization and for the last decade and the GP product for the last 14 years. As you know, during these sessions we encourage everybody to come out. We call it Coffee with CRGroup, and we ensure that everybody gets a $5 Starbucks gift card who is attending. Just a little bit about who we are before we jump into the solutions. Most of you are likely familiar with us, but just a bit of background in case you're not. The company was founded in 1989, so we just celebrated our 25th anniversary. We work with and have worked with over 4,000 customers, and those customers' revenue profiles range in size from $5 million to billions of dollars. And their employees are in the range of 50 to thousands. Our company and our team has approximately 70 employees and backgrounds in technology and business. And we are very active in the Microsoft partner channel and have over 600 active partners selling our solutions. What do we offer? The solution set really breaks down into two categories. The first is what we call tools for business, and the second is more enterprise solutions. So their enterprise solutions are a little more in-depth and a little bit larger in scale. We're going to start just by talking a little bit about the various tools for business and what's included in there. Right off the top, the first top left corner of the screen is Changer, and this is one that's been around for a long time. Many of the partners who are on the call today would know this product and have likely used it. Changer is a product that works with Dynamics GP and allows us to resequence, renumber, and merge together GL accounts, inventory items, customer codes, vendor codes, employee codes, project codes. So it's a really, really powerful tool. Across all of those feature sets, it really unlocks some of the core master data in Dynamics GP. And we know that as time goes by and as the years pass by as an end user on an accounting system, sometimes our master data can start to get a little out of sequence, let's say. This is especially true in areas like the chart of accounts. And really this product is very powerful. And it's going to allow us to almost start over with the vision we wanted to have at the very beginning. It's a must-have for any customer who's been using Dynamics GP for over 3 years. This product Changer goes hand in hand with Reformatter, and Reformatter is used in chart of accounts restructures, because what it does is it helps us add additional segments to a chart structure that may be locked. So when we look at the chart of account structure in Dynamics GP, we can set a maximum number of characters in there, and when we do that, we consider that the account format is locked. If we want to add additional segments to our chart, but it's going to take us over our maximum length, then we need Reformatter, and it essentially allows us to broaden the account length and add those segments as needed. In the middle of the screen, this tool is getting a lot of attention lately. Company Combiner. And Company Combiner is both a product and it has a service component. So we use both of those pieces when we do Company Combiner projects. And as the name implies, what it allows us to do is merge together multiple GP entities. We pick one as a parent, and essentially the other become children that get merged into that parent. And we've done all sorts of Company Combiner projects recently, some with as many as 100 different entities, and bringing them together into one GP company. So something to keep in mind if you're in that situation, or if you're a partner and no customers in that situation. As we move down the list, Cost Allocator is another tool that's available for Dynamics GP, and it actually works outside Dynamics GP as an independent platform as well. Cost Allocator allows us to accomplish multi-level allocations. So if we think about, an example maybe where we've got, some shared services that, are put in a cost center and, they need to be allocated out based on headcount, and then those allocations drive another allocation. Cost Allocator is a great tool for achieving this objective. It sits as an independent database that basically takes monthly trial balance data out of GP, performs the allocations, and then sends it back to GP. And that's really one of its defining characteristics. The reason why this is important is that after the allocation is done in Cost Allocator, you can send the post-allocation data back to GP either as a journal entry, which of course will affect your posted amounts, or as a budget. So you could populate a budget ID with the post-allocation results. How would you use this? Take this one, for example. Maybe I'm a software company, and I've got a GL structure, a chart of account structure that's really built around a corporate P&L. But management's decided that they really want to have business line P&Ls or product P&Ls inside the company. Well, what I could do is I could take my corporate general ledger data, my trial balance data, send it to Cost Allocator, perform a number of allocations that would take our corporate data and basically allocate it out to the product lines. And then what I could do is turn around and post that allocated data back to Dynamics GP as a budget ID. So when I go into Management Reporter now and I look at my management reports out of the accounting data, of course I've got my corporate GL structure. If I want to run a report out of my budget data, I could show that P&L by product line. That's one great example of where Cost Allocator can help. Analytical accounting tools and project accounting tools are two other offerings we have, and I'd like to just talk about those in a little bit more detail. Let's start with analytical accounting tools, or AA tools as we call it internally. For those of you who are familiar with analytical accounting, this tool set was really built to overcome some challenges. One of the first challenges a client has when they look at analytical accounting might be that they say, gee, I wish I'd known about this when we started with GP, or I wish this functionality had been here before version 8 because maybe we would have set things up differently. Maybe I've used segments inside my GL structure to capture information, and if I'd known about analytical accounting, I might have put it in analytical accounting at the time rather than create a segment. This is where segment converter comes in. It's pretty cool, actually. What it does is it allows us to take history that we've tracked in a GL segment, and more or less move it to an analytical accounting segment. So it's like, if I was tracking projects, for instance, as a segment in my GL, I might use segment converter to move that project history to analytical accounting. And then what I could do is I could go in with the changer product, and I could actually eliminate the project segment from the GL structure because now it's in analytical accounting. So segment converter is a great way to move history that you have in a GL segment out to analytical accounting. Analytical accounting changer is, as the name implies, allows you to merge, renumber, resequence analytical accounting codes. And AA backfiller is a batch update routine that can be run, for instance, at the end of the month, where we can go in and populate transactions with analytical accounting data after the fact. I was out with a client yesterday and we talked a little bit about this. Here's one example of where AA backfiller could be used. The client's challenge is that their payroll cycles are done every 2 weeks, but they want to allocate payroll based on timesheet data. However, their timesheets are only filled in monthly. So one of the things we can do with AA backfiller is we could say, you know what, go ahead and post through your payroll every 2 weeks, and at the end of the month, once we have the timesheet data, we'll go back through just a quick batch update to all of the transactions entered during the month that hit the payroll accounts, and we'll allocate using AA, add the appropriate analytical accounting tags to those transactions, which of course would be based on the timesheet data. So, that's a great way to understand AA backfiller. Think about it as a batch update routine on analytical accounting after the fact. Let's talk a little bit about project accounting tools here. We've spent a lot of time as an organization working with Dynamics GP project accounting. We certainly have all sorts of clients using this, and we really built this tool set out of a need that we saw in the space with respect to the project accounting product. So we want to think about here, for starters, the Gl Validator. What is this? Quite simply, it eliminates the error message that's showing on your screen. One of the unique and powerful configuration aspects of project accounting is the capability to do sub-account overrides, where you can take a section of or a segment of an account and say, no matter what transaction comes out of this project, no matter what default account we've used, I want to override a certain segment. And this is often used in projects where they belong to a certain department. Well, you know, project accounting will allow you to set this all up, but when the actual override takes place, if the target GL account doesn't exist, the end user is going to get this error message. And Gl Validator, simply running it in advance, will tell you, based on the setup of your sub-account overrides, whether any of the possible target GL accounts do not exist. It'll avoid this error happening for end users. When it comes up, it can be pretty frustrating. If you've worked with project accounting, you'd know this error, and the Gl Validator tool will take care of it for you. The second PA tool we talk about is the Project Accounting Budget Importer. Just like what it says, it couldn't be a better name. It allows us to import budgets at the cost category level in project accounting. This saves a lot of time. If you've used project accounting, you know there is no budget import tool available on the front end, so this is the one that'll do it for you, and a great, simple, and easy-to-use tool that works right from Microsoft Excel. And lastly, the project accounting cubes is one we've done a fair amount of as well. Project accounting is pretty deep. There's a lot of great data in it, and harnessing the data in the subledger can create amazing reporting and analysis insights. And the project accounting cube is one that delivers that. As you know, Microsoft does have, for Dynamics GP, a set of analysis services cubes for Microsoft Excel, but they do not include a project accounting cube. So it's not part of the tool set. It's not available from Microsoft, and that's why we've gone ahead and built this out, have a number of clients using it. And it's a great and easy-to-use tool. It works with any popular front end. Obviously, everybody gravitates towards Excel nowadays. It works great with Excel, but it will also work with other popular BI tools like Tableau, for instance. Okay, as we move on to our enterprise solutions, we'll talk about three enterprise solutions that CRGroup offers. The first up there is mPerform. mPerform is an easy-to-use online performance management solution. We'll talk about Trend Miner, which gives us some great analytics on CRM, and we'll talk a little bit about PM Studio here. So on the mPerform side, mPerform is an award-winning employee performance management solution, and it includes an out-of-the-box integration to Dynamics GP and Dynamics AX. We recently were awarded Gold winner for Best Advanced in Talent Management Technology for small and medium-sized businesses from Brandon Hall, a prestigious organization. And really, mPerform is focused around automating HR processes related to employee performance. So it has a web-based, highly flexible performance appraisal tool that gets employees and managers together, completing appraisals online. We include a compensation piece in here, because for many organizations, the direct result of the appraisal process is providing input or direction into compensation decisions or merit adjustments. And mPerform includes a compensation planning piece as well. Nowadays, we're finding the old version of appraisals are slowly moving forward, and there's a desire to have year-round feedback and keep performance top of mind. mPerform includes a social feedback and journaling tool to keep employees thinking about performance and their performance plan during the year. Have some great reporting and analytics. I mentioned it comes with an integration directly to Dynamics GP and Dynamics AX, making those two platforms point of first entry for any employee changes. mPerform will stay synchronized to them. We offer this solution as both a hosted and on-premise deployment, and of course we have great implementation and support staff that continue to receive great references from our customers. So if HR, automation and HR technology is on your roadmap, mPerform is definitely a solution you should be looking at. I mentioned the integration capability between Dynamics GP and AX, and really the platform here is designed so that Dynamics GP and AX become point of first entry and mPerform stays synchronized to them. Trend Miner is an analytic tool available for CRM, and it does something for us that CRM doesn't do. What Trend Miner does is provides us with a daily snapshot of data so that we can go back and mine the history in CRM. For those of you who use CRM, you would know that the out-of-the-box reporting and analytics capability, the dashboards in it, are all built around the view of the data as it exists today. Trend Miner takes us to another degree of analytics because it provides us with the capability to look at history. We might look at, how the number of new leads have converted during the past quarter, or, some pipeline achievement over the last quarter. Anything we need historical analysis on in CRM is provided through Trend Miner. It's a great, easy-to-use tool. Again, can be used directly with Microsoft Excel or popular BI tools like Tableau. And PM Studio is CRGroup's SharePoint-based project management platform. It is a collaborative platform that allows tracking and reporting of projects. It focuses us on process and time management and issues management. It keeps everybody up to date in a central area with progress as it relates to projects. For any of us who are on the partner side, PM Studio is a must-have. It has a value proposition to all partners who deal with clients. Of course, we use it internally, and it's a great way for managing projects to success. If anybody out there has questions, please go ahead and email them along to us after watching the presentation today. I also want to remind everybody that we recently did a webinar, and the video is available, on creating the ultimate GL. Now in here, I've talked a lot about our experience with restructuring charts of accounts and the approaches we should take and the tools we need to do it. But how to create a successful and effective chart of accounts is really the subject matter here. Encourage you to take a look at it. We got some great feedback. We presented it to some GPUG user groups, and I continue to get some really good feedback about it. And with that, I want to thank you for your time. Again, if you have any questions for us on the solutions we offer, please go ahead and email me directly. And of course, you can call us anytime at the number that's listed there. And partners, don't forget, we do have a partner portal available for you with lots of great information on the products, resources, price sheets, anything you need is available there. Thanks for joining us today, folks. Appreciate your time.